We'll open it to community questions. Please approach the microphone one at a time in an orderly manner. Normally that's not a problem. And then you'll have 2 minutes, and Tommy Jean will be timing you for your question. You might indicate if you wish, first of all, who you are. Speak slowly so that Christine can capture that. And then you also might, you don't have to, but you might indicate whether it's a question or a comment, and then go on from there.
Given that I have 2 minutes, my car is broken into, I'm going to lay these on you. You don't have to answer them all, but I would like a response either email or in another way as soon as possible, or videotaped so that I can see it. Site 6, it should be called obvious radiological issues. Okay, you've been storing radiological pieces, piles, stone, soil on that for ages. So, I mean, it's kind of obvious that there would be some debris left over. Okay? So why don't we rename that? It's not potential radiological.
Could I comment on that?
No, actually, because I have 2 minutes. So thank you. Where is CDPH and where's the EPA? Where are they? They really need to be here if you're going to rely on their commentary or their evaluations of what you're doing, and then present it to us as approved by them, or, you know, in any way involved. Excuse me. That's another question, and that's something I'd really like to see, given that they were the ones who came into our yards and did the scans that we still don't have complete faith in. Secondary to that, we would like access to shaw.net.
Pardon?
We would like access to shaw.net.
Who's we?
For the community. We are the residents that they are supposed to support. CDPH has asked for that access as well. They are the first line of collection of data. So why do we not have access to the original data? So that we can participate more fully with you, okay, in advance. Pump 22, I want to know where the water in that outfall originates from.
I'm sorry.
Pump 22?
Pump 22.
Over on the east side of the island?
Where does that water originate from?
You know, the 2 minutes, I'm sorry. Again, I'm going to be gone, so I'm going to use every 2 minutes that I can, please. Because I have to address other issues. Crime on the island, pretty prevalent. Pump 22. It's back on the east side. Actually, I can show you on the map if you want to see it.
Actually, that's fine, Catherine. We'll track it down.
It is, no, you don't need to track it. I can show you. It is actually in this location right here. Okay? There's a pump, and then there's another building that I have a question about there, where things have been poured into. I want to know what that area is, what disposal, what's going on in that area, because I just watched a man take small, well actually large gallon containers from your lab over in Site 24, bring them out with dark material in them, liquid, pour it in there, shut it again, lock it, and leave. I tracked him, I videotaped it, I have the evidence, I want to know what it is. What are you dumping in there? It says clearly on the drains in that area that that goes directly into the bay.
Okay,
so what comes out of the outfall?
When did this occur?
Just last few days.
Okay, could you send me?
No. What I can do is have you answer my question. The water coming out originates from where? And the junk, the wastewater going in, comes from where, and why is it being put into an area? So I want that answered. I don't need to prove to you because you know this is happening. These are your people. You've all watched me cruising around this last 2 days. You know I'm there. I'm watching you do it. So yeah, I want to know. You can answer to Betty because she'll be videotaping it. I'm sure I'll get the answer. Building 32. That's the building that he disposed things into. He pulled open the container. There's also 2 small square areas that are very thick concrete, so it's just radiological, biological, or chemical. waste? And why is it being released into the bay, unprocessed?
Are you talking about the same thing you were just talking about now? These are two separate things or the same?
There are two connected areas. I'd be happy to take you on my own tour and show you what I see every day. Because you all act like you don't believe me, but I'd be happy to
No, I'm
lead
not
you
acting
to
you. I'm not acting like
Okay,
I don't
so-
believe you. I'm trying to understand what you're saying.
It's in the same area on the east side of the island. I just showed you where it is. I'd
Okay,
be
so
happy
Catherine,
to show you.
thank
Just a
you
moment.
for the listen. No, I
And
think we
there's
need to move
white
on. We
bins.
need to respect the 2-minute rule so that
There's
we go
white
to the next
bins of
person.
uncharacterized material outside of that lab that he just took things and dumped from.
Yeah, Ms. Lundgren, I think you
stated
need
before you stated before that there were no radiological items in the Site 12 area. You said you found them all. Now you're saying you don't. You went from 0 to 55. The daycare center you said was completely clean. There's still children there. You do not do proper dust mitigation. You just dug up an entire area in front of my home for pipe sewage problems, Dan Stone. You dug that dirt up. You did not cover it. You did not do any dust mitigation for my family. That dust went into my children's homes, and in that dust is burnt material, i.e. burn pit, dioxins, PCBs, all these things you're talking about. And now I live on Bayside, 44, from 0 to 44. How many meetings ago did you tell us there was nothing left? Guess what? I also have a Geiger counter, 2 of them, and 2 extra scientists, and we've already found 6 other places that you don't even admit are there.
All
You
right.
are not finished.
Thank you, Ms. Lundgren. Thank
You're
you.
welcome.
What I am going to
Now
recommend,
finish the job.
thank you, what I'm
Get
going to
us out of
recommend
the
you do is actually email me at keith.s.foreman@navy.mil.
You know what? I've
Please.
communicated with you enough. Get
Email
the
me.
job done and get us out of the face of this
Please
disaster.
email me with those questions and I will respond to them. It was
Get
very
us out of
difficult
the
for me
face
to
of
track
that.
based on the way you phrased
Get us
those
out of the face of this
questions.
disaster.
Okay, well, thank you very much for your comment. Next person from the community, please, come forward.